Mic check. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check. All right, there we go. And it's me tweeting this out. There we go. There we go. What is happening, people? Just waiting for 1 or 2 more people to join in. Billy T, what's happening there? What's happening, everybody? All right. So, oh yeah. Sam Ash, how you doing, brother? Always a pleasure. Let's do this. All right, we hit the magic number there. All right. What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? The real P3, Pablo the Third. What's happening? What's happening? So yeah. So welcome to a. This is going to be a pretty straightforward podcast. This gonna do some gaming here. I'm playing Assassin's Creed right now on the PlayStation. If you follow me on PSN. You'll see that I'm playing that, but I'm paused right now. So I do appreciate you all jumping over here. Hopefully you're listening to me at work. If you are, we'll keep it straightforward. No bad language here today. I'm working on that. So that was a request I got. Yeah, the real P3. Tell us about your PC. Shout out to to Meds for getting that together for the real P3. I believe Meds went ahead and put something together for him PC wise, and now he's enjoying being part of the master race. I guess Pablo, love to have you on the podcast one day. You can tell us some of the differences in playing these games on PC and playing on Xbox. So yeah, Buck Rogers said he's working on some breakfast right now. I heard that. But shout out to the East Coast to the West Coast, to the North and South, and all the people around the world. Big shout out to the people in the UK helping Xbox win. Helping Xbox win a win over there in the UK. We'll definitely give a shout out to that. So you got a Ryzen 1500 and a Radeon 470. Okay, all righty. Well, that's fine. I mean, what are you doing? Like 1080p 60 then, give or take? Like mid to high graphic settings. So so yeah. Hearing rumors that Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC. That started because the Decima engine is because Kojima's game was going to PC, which everybody knew. And it's the same engine. So the people are just starting rumors. It's just ridiculous. Horizon Zero Dawn is a Sony first-party game. Death Stranding is not a first-party game. So Death Stranding is not a first-party game. So if it makes any difference, how much is that altogether, that CPU and that GPU? Because a 470 is what is like a 480. That's pretty much an Xbox. I mean, you got a much better CPU, that 1500X. That was cool. When I almost bought my first CPU, I was walking around Best Buy with that. It was like $149, but I'd say everything together was probably about $120. So yeah, and he can add on to that. You got enough room to add on, right? So I assume get you that Ryzen 2600 and get that 580. So way better than an Xbox One and PS4. Well, I mean, you're playing with high graphic settings, probably at what's going on, Fatal Charade. So every game you play is 60. Yeah, it is hard to go back. It's not that you can't. It's just it will be difficult to play the same game at 30. So it just will be. Not impossible, just difficult to do. So a 470 is basically a PlayStation Pro. All right, that's fine. Yeah. You ordered the Gears 5 Xbox One console. Cool. Have you got it yet? That's a good-looking console. That's a good looking console. So so it's between a Pro and an X1. Yeah, I'm about to say it's not. It's roughly what the X is. Isn't the X pretty much a 480? Xbox One Black Friday. They won it in the UK. Yeah, yeah, we'll get to that right now. First thing, I'll deal with the second one first. So the first Purge, the first like 53 people. Remember, I was going to roughly block about 100 people. The first 53 have been blocked. So, Pablo, I didn't make you. I thought I had you as a moderator. So there you go, brother. There you go. So yeah, it's not gonna go to PC. It's that's a Sony first party game. So no, the X is the 580 with a higher bandwidth clock and shaders. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's fair. Okay. So it's but he's got a much better CPU. Would you not deny that? Isn't that it? Harry Tran, what's happening, Harry Tran? So yeah, now it could be there via PS Now. That's something that could happen. I didn't think about that. So, well, I mean, again, if it goes there, Fatal Sharad, it'll go there via PS Now. Now they're right about that. They're right about that. I forgot about that. PS Now, it being 720p, 30 frames a second, 16 gigabytes of RAM. How fast is your RAM there, brother? So how fast? Because I got 8 more gigs of RAM myself. And do you have it? Do you have an SSD on there? Because if you get those things, man, we need to jump on some Star Citizen here at the end of the year. So put it on PC native. No, they're not going to do that through PS Now. They will not do that. So, so in order for PS Now to have value, they have to keep PS Now the best place to play those games. So 128 SSD and 1 terabyte HDD. Cool. How fast is your RAM? Yeah, I mean, we could. Yeah, I'm gonna get an SSD on the 13, and when I do that, I'll be ready to play Star Citizen. So yeah, we need to go ahead and get that done, brother. Yeah, give me about a month. Give me about a month from now. I'll get Star Citizen. So. Horizon Zero Dawn is not on PS Now. Not yet. Not yet. That could change. I mean, Jim Ryan could come out today and put it there for all I know. I know that the other games, Grand Theft Auto 5, like right now, PS Now, I don't know if you guys have checked. When I checked mine, there was they had a 7-day trial. And so you could play, I don't know, it's like whatever, how many games, 600-700 games, whatever it is on there. So yeah, he's right. He could go. What do I play on PC now? Oh, I'll be playing that Mass Effect. I'm gonna play that later on. I got the day off. There's some things on PC that were harder to do. Like I like playing Ubisoft's games, and on PC you have to join like the Ubi Club and all that kind of stuff. I don't feel like joining no club. But try that Assassin's Creed on there. You should be able to run that at like 1080p. I don't know about 60 because that game because you got the 470. That's AMD and that game works much better on the video. But yeah. But yeah, we definitely have to get on that Star Citizen, man. I'm looking for some people to team up with on that. So we'll get down on that. So. The Horizon Zero Dawn was between, no. You're right about that. Yeah, and that was this. I've got that game. Yeah, like I said, that's my game of this generation is Horizon Zero Dawn. So here's a 1500X, so he can get close to 60. Yeah, all right. That's cool. That's cool too. All right. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Graphically, it's gonna look like the PlayStation, but you could probably put it in high graphics. Excuse me. But yeah, man, I'm glad you're enjoying it, brother. But I played Mass Effect, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, even though you ain't got no shoes. Let's see, what else have I played on there? Think. I played Mass Effect Andromeda on there just to see some of the differences. Man, Anthem, I've played Anthem on there. I've played a whole lot. I mean, Gears 5, Outer Worlds, I've played on PC. Forza 4 and 3. Trying to think. Haven't played the Master Chief thing yet. I still don't know if I will. So graphics look better on Pro, and you're though at 60. Yeah, I mean, again, graphics look better than Pro. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. That's the difference on that PC is that mostly the Pro and the Xbox X, you're in medium graphics. I mean, on the PC, you could just put it in 1080p, but have better FPS and have better graphics. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So Felix Rod said he got Halo Reach last night. Yeah, I mean, again, that's my favorite Halo. I just don't know if I want to go back and play it again. It was a great Halo, though. But by far, for me, it's the best campaign I've ever played. So what's up, Cyber Dragon? What's happening? So again, everybody that's here, you can see the Thanos finger snap didn't take you out as promised. So as promised, as I said, but there are several people that are gone. They're blocked. Again, remember I said I was going to do this. I was going to wait. Now, what I'm going to do now is wait till Friday the 13th because I think the 10th, YouTube is going to come around and delete a bunch of channels. And for all I know, my channel may get deleted. So have to wait and see. But if not, Social Joins, how you doing? If not, on the 13th in the afternoon, I'll be deleting like another 25 to 30 people and are blocking. They'll be blocked. So altogether, yeah, I'm blocking about 80 people. But the people that aren't stupid will still be here. The people that are content creators will still be here. I want to give a big shout out to Next Gen 720 and J-Dub. They interviewed, what's up, Ice Queen? They interviewed Mr. David Jaffe yesterday. Great interview. But in the comment section over there, there's a bunch of idiots over there saying that David Jaffe was lying about stuff and things like that. And he did not lie. He did make a mistake in the fact that the Black Friday winner in the United States, the Black Friday winner is Nintendo. It's overwhelmingly Nintendo. So shout out to Nintendo and keeping that thing going despite the lack of power. Okay, because great games sell consoles. Great content compensates power. The PlayStation came in second. I think they sold close to or right at 1 million. Shout out to Benji Sales. He had this all on Twitter. And then Xbox in the United States came in third. Now overseas in the UK, Xbox won over there in the UK. They did not win here. So, which is crazy because I don't know if that's and it's the SAD edition, the all digital edition, Xbox One S all digital. Now I don't know if that's new customers, existing customers that bought it. I won't lie to you, $150 that's gonna sell. I don't care who you are, that's gonna sell. That's gonna move, and I don't know what that is in pounds. But shout out to the UK for representing. And I'm glad Xbox did well in the UK. They got mopped over here in the United States, and I do believe that damn, I lost my train of thought. But I don't know what it is in pounds. So it's 140 pounds. So all right, cool. It came with 3 games. Okay, now I'm not for sure what 3 games it came with. But again, and shout out, but I just don't get, I mean, the people that are getting blocked are the people that don't know how to have conversations. I mean, the fact that dudes is over there calling David Jaffe a liar when he did not lie. Now, I disagree with him about Game Pass. I think Game Pass is a good value. I think it would be great. Let me make this clear. I think it would be great if Microsoft just put it on Xbox and they said, in order for you to play this game on Xbox, in order to have Game Pass, you have to have an Xbox. They would be giving you a reason to buy an Xbox. You see what I'm saying? So I mean that's but as long as when Xbox came out and said we're going to put Game Pass on PC, that was the end. It no longer became a great value on Xbox because the one on the Game Pass, and Pablo, you probably seen this if you have Game Pass Ultimate on PC. You get more games on the PC. You get more games and you get the best version of those games. You get the best graphics. You get the best FPS. Okay, so it's but we are gonna and Pablo, try to go get a flight stick so we can play that flight sim game that Microsoft is coming out with, because that'll be on Game Pass. So you got a code? Well, I know the feeling. You gotta go. There's a rapper named King T. He has a song called "I Got a Code." So, well, yeah. First Xbox win in a long time. Well, I mean, like I said, I think it's a little misleading to think that things are switching to digital. I know I particularly want to own my stuff, and where I disagree with David Jaffe was on that, but it's not like the dude is a cool dude. So he saw his opportunity, he went for it. It's a great interview. You all go check that out. But let's see here. Okay, I'll go ahead and this when you're ready to jump on, let me know and I'll send you the invite. Like I said, I'm not going to be here too long. I want to get back to playing Assassin's Creed. So about to upgrade Cassandra's spear. So like Corey Massey wants to own his own games as well. Yeah, I mean, again, if Game Pass was a great thing, then the Xbox game Halo Reach wouldn't have sold better on wouldn't have sold better on Steam. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I think again, I like Game Pass. I have it. I have it till next Friday. So I gotta beat Gears. That's the game I really need to play today on my PC. I gotta beat Gears 5. So I don't know how far I've got to go. I found this underground ice city, and then we try to escape it. I gotta escape it. It's crazy. So, but everybody's different. I think it's okay to consume the media differently, but yeah, physical is still the way to go. I also keep hearing people say that they keep talking about Netflix, and Netflix is a bad example because Netflix has stuff like House of Cards, and Netflix does have, I think David Jaffe mentioned this yesterday, it has House of Cards, it has, I think he said Stranger Things, but that's exclusive to Netflix. That's the reason why you get Netflix, is to watch those shows. So that adds value to Netflix. Netflix has exclusive production to add value to their network. Microsoft does not have that with Xbox. They got no exclusive games. So they're gonna have to do something about that. So, but I'll say this. What do you all think comes first? Xbox having an exclusive game or Sony going day and date? Netflix is in debt. Yeah, but they don't care about that. Yeah, I agree. They're in debt, but they're still making money. So maybe capping for Game Pass, say when you well, like I said, no, I mean, understand, people got to understand what I'm saying. I'm not knocking Game Pass, but I don't want, but Game Pass compared to Netflix is stupid because Netflix has exclusive content for you all to watch. They do. So does Hulu. They have exclusive content. So does Amazon. So Microsoft does not have that. They don't have that. So in order for them to add value, they have to have something exclusive to play. They don't have it. So I mean, again, that doesn't mean it's not good. Netflix is always going to run debt, but they're printing money. That's why everybody wants to stream. Everybody wants to stream. So yeah, but I mean, to me, the fact that Steam should not have more users playing Halo than Microsoft. Now, people will say, well, Microsoft doesn't care about that. That's fine, but Microsoft, I don't want to hear people talking about how good Game Pass is when you're getting beat by competing platforms outperforming you in sales. So it's crazy. So, but again, the Black Friday console winner is Nintendo in the United States. Okay, in the UK, it's Microsoft. Now, Sony didn't win anywhere. Not that I've seen. That doesn't mean it's not true, but I haven't seen it yet. Everybody did well, but some did better than others. So, but yeah. Now let's move to that Black Widow trailer. How many of you all saw Scarlett Johansson in that Black Widow trailer? Oh my goodness! So. You think Satya will let I guess that means Satya will let Xbox division run the company debt because fans want cheap games. As long as they're turning a profit through Azure, Satya Nadella won't care. I mean, this is no longer. I mean, it's not that Game Pass is. I'm sure Game Pass is profitable, but we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, the games that I saw. That Honey, I Shrunk the Kids game, and it had a beetle on there or a ladybug. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that game. And it's an interesting game. It looked interesting, but I can't play a game that looks like that. I mean, that's something that a kid plays. You know. But with that said, I'd rather just play in the PlayStation ecosystem. PlayStation got a game coming out where shoguns are cutting people's heads off and friggin' girls are kissing each other and smoking blunts and shooting zombies, you know, or I can play Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I've decided so I'm not gonna diss. You don't have to diss something to hurt it. You just have to exclude it. You exclude it and you don't have to worry about it anymore. So and Game Pass, yeah, look, Game Pass, I mean, people are like, what about Devil May Cry 5? Again, I'm not knocking Game Pass, but it doesn't become of great value until it's only available at one spot. Okay, this is like I said to you all about the ice cream truck. If I have an ice cream truck and I drive it all around the city, and then I keep hearing people say, man, we never know where you are. And I said, well, you know what? I've got an app here that if you sign up for it, it's 50 cents a month. And it will tell you exactly where my ice cream truck is, okay? And if you show up and you have the app, I will give you 25 cents off your cone. And then you all buy the app, okay? And then all of a sudden, about 6 months later, I go ahead and put my ice cream by the gallon in a store. I don't know, say Corey Massey has a corner store and I put my ice cream in there. Guess what? Now my app is baseless. You all don't need it because you don't need the truck. You can go and get the ice cream at the ice cream store or, you know, at Corey Massey's store. And that's what's weird trying to talk to the community about. It's like, okay, if you're going to bring up House of Cards is only on Netflix. This is why I disagreed with David Jaffe on that interview. I mean, again, I'm not dissing David Jaffe, but the people in that comment section were outright calling that guy a liar. And I don't know, and I don't know why there's a generation of you all that thinks it's cool to call people liars. I mean, my theory, and shout out to another YouTuber, Sergeant Willie Pete. Willie Pete was saying that you got this like street culture and nobody wants to have people get over on them. You know, it's stupid. I mean, to me, it's dumb, but that's what he was saying. So instead of something like if they had went to Jaffe and said, hey, Mr. Jaffe, or hey, David, Microsoft did not win in the United States. They did, however, win in the UK. Just FYI, didn't know if you knew that or not. And that would have been the end of the comment. I'm sure David Jaffe would have said, oh, yeah, I made a mistake. I flipped them around. I apologize. Thanks for pointing that out. That would have been the end of it. But when you go and to call people liars, people are not going to tolerate you doing that, guys. Okay, I don't know if your daddy didn't teach you that, if your mama didn't teach you that, somebody didn't teach you guys that. And it's no different than people getting mad when Mark Cerny said years ago, in theory, he thought it would take to run all these games 4K native a little bit of about 8 T-flops, give or take 8 T-flops. It was just a theory. Even though he said, well, this is just my theory. It's not like he sat down and engineered it out. All right. But you had people calling him a liar when all he did was answer a question thrown at him. He just said, well, my theory is you need about 8 T-flops to do everything native. You know, so what's up there? What's up, King Thrash? How you doing? King Thrash, the man that destroyed Digital Foundry, also known as White Zaddy on this side of YouTube. So you're gonna let him live for you're gonna let him live for oh, King Thrash, you got any coupons for Coca-Cola? I got some Malibu rum and I would love to try some vanilla Coke with it if you can smell what I'm cooking. Because that Malibu rum is on point. So, and I would like to try that vanilla Coke with it. Let me know, player. Let me know. So, so all right, that's what I'm talking about. That guys, get some vanilla Coca-Cola, and then get some Malibu rum. That's all. No. Malibu rum, 2 scoops of ice cream, vanilla. And you drop that, vanilla Coke in there, and you kind of stir it and make a little frothy shake. My man, you're gonna be in heaven. All right, you're gonna be going all night long. What's up, Lincoln Clay? Lincoln Clay, you gotta stream some Mass Effect just so we can get a good laugh in there. It'd have to be regular though. So also shout out to Porter Rock 77. I'm glad he's enjoying VR. I'm glad he's enjoying the VR. So yeah, I just don't get why you all did that. Yeah. So but guys, you gotta knock that off. I mean, I do agree with Sergeant Willie Pete on that. I think he makes a legitimate point. So. But all right, so at the end of the day, that Black Widow trailer, well, yeah, let's I can watch that 100 times. So, and you got to remember that girl's got like what, 2 kids? I think she's got, she have 1 kid or 2 kids? So she used to be married to Ryan Reynolds. So, and she's smoking. I mean, I would take her even if she couldn't cook chicken parmesan, because you got to cook chicken parmesan, because just like that. My girl does not cook chicken parmesan, so we not married yet. I told her she better get her friggin' what's her name, Rachel Ray on and learn how to cook that. So yeah, Scarlett Johansson, I take her out for beer and wings, but she gonna have to cook some chicken parmesan for me. So I love that chicken parmesan. I mean, how does my girl not know how to do that? And she's Latino and Italian mixed. How you not know how to do that? But she'll say, well, you don't know how to be gangster and you black. Yeah, wangs. Yeah, I got to go to the store this weekend because I'm watching, like I said, Oklahoma is playing. Who's Oklahoma playing? Who's Oklahoma playing the Big 12 championship game? I can't remember. Like they're playing. LSU is playing Georgia, the SEC. You got Cincinnati. They're playing Memphis. You got somebody else is playing like late at night. Oh, Ohio State's playing Wisconsin. Man, it's wangs this weekend. You got that right. So wangs, and I'm gonna get my float going too. So yeah, everybody put the number 1 in if you want to see Lincoln Clay play some Mass Effect and stream it for about an hour. and also a big shout out to Titanfall Princess. She had a good podcast on this week. It was her and E1 Matador, so shout out to her and E1 Matador. But Lincoln Clay, they want to see you play Mass Effect for 1 hour at some point. So Mass Effect not in VR. That's okay. It doesn't have to be for 1 hour. We like to see Lincoln Clay stream it for 1 hour. It can be whatever Mass Effect game you want there, Lincoln. I tell you what I'll do. I'm going to stream I'm gonna stream some Mass Effect probably for everybody. Lincoln said he'll do it eventually. There we go. There we go. Big shout out to Lincoln Clay. So Lincoln Effect. That's right. I think the whole round table needs to go ahead and stream Mass Effect. Is what I think. I think that round table needs to actually see what it's like to play a good game. So instead of that Shadows Die Twice, I mean, that Shadow Die Twice, y'all crack me up on that. How you gonna give me a sword and you ain't got no shoes on, my guy? You know? Okay, Keith, how about we just have Tron stream it then? I think Tron would love, that would be fun to watch Tron stream Mass Effect. Tell you I'm gonna get everybody to play it. We were just gonna have a Mass Effect weekend. Sekiro had sandals. No, they did not. No. That person that gave you the sword, you know, you're gonna got no shoes on, man. Don't you go and get you some shoes? So I tore that place apart looking for some shoes. So, but I couldn't play the game because you're gonna give me a sword, you got no shoes on. So you don't play Mass Effect and more. It's been a little bit for me too. I need to really get back into it. I do need to try to go back in and download because what's happening is Leviathan Abyss, that DLC on the PC, there's something wrong with it. So I don't know, Fatal Charade, there's something wrong with the DLC. Do I need to just reinstall the DLC? Or I'm just asking. I'm just asking straight out. If you don't know, it's cool. If you think I should call Origins, I can do that. Just looking for some general direction, okay? Looking for some direction. So yeah. But that Black Widow trailer had a ton of action in it. And what's cool is that you see both Black Widows, because that other girl that's in it, that's a lame excuse for not liking the game. I never said I didn't like the game. I said that's trash that you got no shoes on. I never said nothing about the game. The game seems pretty fun, especially playing it at 60 frames a second. Wow. But yeah, you got no shoes on, man. That's an L right there. So Impatient Fires' VR games and Star Citizen have been eating your massacre. Yeah, I'm gonna get Star Citizen because I've got that 8 gigs of RAM. It should be here this weekend. And then because you need 16 gigs of RAM, you need and they recommend an SSD drive, and I'm gonna get an SSD on the 13th. Then I'm gonna put the computer in the shop to get it completely upgraded. And and I'm going to try to get that GPU. That will be my last attempt this year to get that GPU, because I can just go up to them and say, look, I need all this stuff in here. RAM, just RAM. Oh, I've got good RAM. So right now you can get a 2 terabyte for $179. Good Lord! No, I just want 1 terabyte. How about 1 terabyte? Because somebody let me know how much that is. So don't ask me to stream. You don't stream it all. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know. We know you don't. We know you don't. But when you're ready to, Don, let us know. We'll all watch and cheer you on. Okay. So I know they don't. Well, I just don't like the fact that they gave me a sword and said, "Go kill people." It's like, okay, well, I would respect you more if you had shoes on. So yeah, like I said, I'm not knocking the game. So. So this is good RAM, yeah. He got good music. Yeah, Kanye's okay. Kanye's okay. This stuff's not bad. So I forgot which RAM I got. I have to look it up again. But it's actually good. It only cost me like $34. Remember I told you I was waiting? And then I pulled the trigger when it got to my price, and it got down to my price. So also, again, a HOTAS joystick is only $60 at Best Buy. If you guys want to play this flight sim game that comes out in a couple more months, whenever it comes out, go ahead and get that. I highly recommend that. DDR, no, it's DDR4. I think it's DDR4, yeah. 007 and Black Widow. Yeah, I agree. Impatient Fire. That new James Bond movie, I'm there day one. That is day one for me. I love Daniel Craig's James Bond. Love it. So I didn't care for Spectre, but it looks like they're kind of continuing a little bit of that story. So I'm gonna have to watch Spectre again. I didn't care for Spectre, but I'll watch it again. Yeah. So you're gonna go, yeah, I'm getting my t-shirts ready. I know 12 gigabytes would have been better. Well, I've already got some here, so I'll be up to I'll be ready to go with Star Citizen. I'm trying to get ready for Star Citizen. So, but I just wanted a better GPU, and it looks like that 1660 may win, but it might not win. I may take an L on it and just use my 580. And a shout out to the community for the 580. Shout out to the community for the 580. So you highly recommend the Holder joysticks for any flight sofa? Yeah, I love mine. 16. Yeah, the Almighty Spartan God. I'm still hoping for a payout on the 21st of Quantum. Was it better than Quantum? Was better than Quantum? Spectre was better than Quantum. No. See, I slightly disagree because Casino Royale was so good, and Quantum of Solace was just the next. Was a sequel, was the first James Bond sequel. So, but I liked Quantum. But Quantum was more of a remake of License to Kill. It was more of a remake of that. You can get the RTX 20 Super. Actually, I can't, the Almighty Spartan God, not without a nice, generous donation. I can't. But I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. When did Sony lose James Bond? The game. I mean, I don't know about the game. I know the movie is through Universal, but I forgot that's where they did it. Used to be it was with Sony. Sell that Xbox One X. Well, that's going to get me closer to the 1660. So I already sold that. You can get the 1080 on eBay for same price. Okay, I'll look into that. Yeah, Ember 17. It was just a rumor. It's all because of the Decima engine. Oh, okay. Let me send that now. I didn't know you were there already. Let me go there. Let me go to StreamYard. Invite. I'm sending the invite now. Go back to the Twitter machine. Go to find. Oh my goodness, where are you at here, Poncho? I see Cyber Dragon. I see this. He's sick. Do I not see you here? Oh, damn it. Select new message. Okay, I found you. Next. And so there's the invite. It's for StreamYard. So I just sent it, brother. I just sent it. I'm going to create a banner here. There we go. There we go. Let me put that banner up there for the whole world to see. Let me come back over here, go to my channel. There we go. All right. So yeah, so I'll keep an eye on that. So when you go backstage, I'll see you. That way I can see you. Okay. So so you'll hold off and buy a new card next year. Hopefully they'll have 3000 series cards out. But well, aren't the new? Are you talking about AMD? I think the new AMD cards are the new ones are supposed to have ray tracing on there. Spartan joint, same way as before when you tried to jump on before, but you couldn't get your mic. Is your mic working? Because you jumped right back off. But again, I'm not going to be here. I'm only going to be here for another 15, 20 minutes, about 1:30. I do want to get back to Assassin's Creed. So, but since the real P3 got himself a PC, I just wanted to pick his brain on it. Okay, here we go. He's here. Can you hear me? Craig, is there a shoe gate in Securo? Well, there ain't no shoes at all in Securo, so can't hear you there. You there, P3? 1-1. I thought I heard him breathing. Send you the link. Okay. I can hear somebody moving. Do you all hear that? Sounds like somebody's moving. We can hear him, but so we can't hear him. I can hear somebody moving. That's him. I think that's his mic. I'm telling y'all. Hey, what the heck's going on? All right. No, you can't hear anything. I know. Oh, he's having mic issues. All right, that's fine. He's still there. I just sent it to Spartan God. I can stay on for about another 15 minutes. Not sure how to start it. What the hell? Think you go to your settings. You may have to use your Logitech, or I have a Logitech these new Fandango cameras have mics on them. So you wish the price of RAM would drop down $20? Yeah, didn't that shock the heck out of me, Fatal Sherrod, on Cyber Monday? RAM shot back up. It was cheaper to buy it on Black Friday. It was cheaper to buy it on Black, which I couldn't believe. I still can't believe. So try going to your settings, Pablo, and it'll set there. Not your main settings on your PC, but I know he's got a new PC, so it may take a little bit to get it set up. We'll wait here for a few. So.
There we go. Now it's working.
All right, there you go.
Yo, what's up, man? How you been?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
All right. What, did you have the day off?
Yeah, actually, this is my second day off, so I've been playing a lot these past few days, so it's been good for me.
All right. Now you're talking.
What did you think about that Black Widow trailer?
I liked it. It looks like a lot of action. You can turn your mic down a little bit.
How do I do that from here?
Let's see here. Go to your settings screen. You should see it bouncing.
Settings.
Yo, Craig, you can hear me?
I can hear you. We're just trying to. Pablo's working on getting his mic ready. He got that new PC, so.
You mean like the internal sound settings?
No. Well, you can try that. Yeah, I have mine on like 42.
All right. What about now?
Oh, that's much better. You the man.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yo, this PC shit, it's hard to deal with. I'm still getting used to it and everything, but I'm getting there, man.
Yeah, it's a different way. People keep saying it's too hard and stuff like that. It's like, why are you doing it? Watch the game differently. And then when I tell people, it says you're going to go back to your screen on the console. If you return to desktop, it will say that.
Yeah.
And, so, but yeah, that is true. So what kind of RAM, what kind of memory did you get in there?
So Meds, he got me 16 gigabytes of RAM. I forgot what type it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just so excited about like him building it. I forgot like some of the stuff in there. But yeah, it's 16 gigabytes of RAM. He said it was better than the one he had, so he hooked me up on that. So yeah, I'm paying him in like 2 different payments. So I already paid him the first half. I'm gonna pay him the second half on next week. So he really looked out for me, man. Shout out to Meds. If anybody's living out here in New York and they're looking to get a PC built, yo, just go to Meds, man. He'll hook you up.
What kind of RAM?
what kind of I don't know the kind. I just know it's 16 gigabytes and shit.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, he definitely hooked me up. Like, I just wanted something basic to start out with. Like, I know this shit is like trash compared to what everybody else is using right now, but like, I just wanted to start out basic and then just upgrade like next year once I get like my money up and shit. I just wanted this shit right now, just so I could like have something like to play on and shit, and have all these like different types of PC games and shit.
Yeah, it's not trash. It's just you got to build as you can add to, and that's what people make. That's what people do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't feel bad. Yeah, that's a good. I mean, what you were sending, what you were putting in there, I'm like, well, that's actually not bad. But yeah, I remember when I almost bought the 1500X, because that overclocks, and then your 470, it will help. So your CPU is already overclocked, I believe, with the X. So, all right, Spartan guy, get your thing right over there. You keep dropping off and coming back on. That ain't dropped off for good. Okay.
Yo, but that Black Widow trailer kind of gave me like Winter Soldier type of vibes.
Yeah.
Like, so I could tell it's gonna be really good, man.
Yeah, and they moved that to May, so they got a lot of confidence in it because that's opening up the big movie season. Not because James Bond, I think that was what, April. I think if I remember correctly, that was an April movie.
Man, I love the James Bond movies, man. I think that's gonna be a good one too.
Yeah. No, I'm ready for both. Like I said, I'll be going when I go get tickets for James Bond. I'll go get tickets for Black Widow, because I know what Kevin Feige's trying to do. Kevin Feige is trying to get 2 females with $1 billion movies, because DC doesn't have $1 billion with a female, but he wants 2. That way he will, and they will hold that over that thing. The Triple J said, "Rip James Bond." No, I think it's called No Time to Die.
They already died. The fuck.
It kind of has like the classic font to it as well too. So I'm wondering if they're gonna like kind of take from some of the older movies and like add it into this one.
Yeah, well, it looks like a lot of stuff from Spectre, because which is was this Quantum. It's been called Quantum of Solace, but that's really Spectre. But yeah, I did enjoy Quantum of Solace. Spectre, I just thought was a little too crazy. Now, Spectre had better fight scenes, but Quantum of Solace had more of a visceral feel to it.
Yeah.
But nah, you're right. That Black Widow movie, yeah, and that other girl is Black Widow as well. That's in the trailer with her. So she's Black Widow as well. So because anybody that graduates from the school is Black Widow. For everybody for people who don't know, so she'll be part of the Young Avengers. I think that's what they're going to set up. Now, I don't think they're going to set up. I know people want to see them do the other one, Secret Wars, but I think Kevin Feige wants to do Young Avengers. But we'll find out.
It's gonna be dope to see that Secret Wars.
Yeah, I would like to see Secret Wars more, but Young Avengers they have ability to start with a brand new fan base and bring in X-Men and bring in the Fantastic Four with Young Avengers. So
yeah. I could see why they would want to bring Young Avengers first, just because of like the appeal of just that name in itself. They want to bring in more younger audiences and shit. So seeing that come out first before Secret Wars kind of makes sense for them.
Yeah,
I think Spider-Man gonna be in it.
I have to wait and see. That's the wild card.
I think so. I mean, even if he's not in there, I'm sure they'll have like a backup, because they're like in that weird phase with each other right now. Like they just got him back again, so it'll be interesting seeing where they go from here and shit with the rights with him.
And the main thing is if they close out their trilogy, which, by the way, on Black Friday, I got Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home for like $16, like in 4K. So the hard copy in 4K, because neither one of them are on the Disney Network yet, or Disney Plus. So I got both of them. So I was excited as heck. And I got some movie called Justice League, which I'm going to watch this afternoon. Ugh. So, Black Widow's a no-go for you. They should have. Somehow I was reading Sam Ash's thing. They should have done it before they killing her off. Well, you're gonna see why she was willing to sacrifice herself. So that's reality. Okay, so because a lot of people don't understand why she sacrificed herself. So, which I agree. I hated that scene. That's still a hard scene to watch to this day. Even though you know what's going to happen. At the theater, people were crying. I wasn't one of them. And but yeah, it was tough. It was tough to watch.
Is this the first prequel film they've done for an MCU character, or did I miss one? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No, it's a prequel. Yeah. Which means it's hard to watch them in order. I told you. Oh, what was that?
My sister, she's in the background. She's on Snapchat.
Oh, okay. Good grief! No, it's because if you want to watch them in order, you have to watch them in a weird order, and so this will be. Looks like it's happening. What do you think it was taking place? Was early 2000s or something like that? Does it look like that?
Yeah, they said it's between like Civil War and Endgame or something like that.
Oh,
it's like in between that time frame. So yeah, that'll be interesting. And then obviously it'll have like the flashbacks from before Civil War, obviously showing her like growing up and everything.
Yeah, that makes sense because at the end of Winter Soldier, she's the one that let all the files out. That's what led to Civil War. So yeah, that's actually a good time to see her because it's kind of like, well, what are they doing in between missions? So, but the other guy, played by David, I forgot the other guy in the red costume.
David Harbour.
Yeah, Red Guardian. He's the Russian version of Captain America. He even has his own shit.
Yeah, he looks great in the movie, man.
Yeah. So yeah, and it was funny. They made a fat joke about him. That way, women can't be running around talking about that's all about our weight. Fat joke about him. So I want to hear you about. But yeah, it looks good. I do agree with Sam Ash. It's legit. You have to really be into her character to want to go see this movie.
Yeah, I'm into the character. I'm not like a big fan. I wasn't like a big fan of her character because they didn't really put. I'd say the most important scene I've ever seen her in was with Hawkeye, like at that last part of Endgame. But besides that, I never really cared about her as a character. But after seeing that trailer, I'm actually more interested in seeing it now because it's like I kind of want to know what she did in between that time.
Yeah, well, I would like to see the. I thought one of the things she did very well was in Iron Man 2, but just she came across like she was disappointed. Because I watched Iron Man 2 the other day. I'm like, well, let me go back and watch it because I don't remember it being as bad as what people said. And I watched it, I'm like, well, this was okay. It wasn't great, but it was a good movie. No,
it wasn't.
Yo, let me ask you this: what if they did? Because they're doing the What If episodes on Disney Plus soon or whatever. You think they would do a What If Hawkeye died instead? I think that would be kind of interesting.
They could do that.
They might do that just because they're Disney and people will get away. They won't care. Like Scarlett Johansson is bae to niggas, so they don't care about Hawkeye. They want to see Black Widow.
Well, they could do that too. They could say, "What if Black Widow is actually? Wouldn't it be cool if she was Captain America?" They could do a whole series. Because how that starts out is people don't know what if is. That started in comic book stores. You would sit down and you would say, "What if Spider-Man was actually Steve Rogers, and he had been around for years, and Peter Parker never became Spider-Man." What if you just play what if, and then you build to that story. What would happen then? There will be. I mean, there's still Peter Parker never becomes Spider-Man. What if Peter Parker does not become Spider-Man and it's Steve Rogers? So it's just stuff like that. What if it was Pepper Potts that discovered, that did the Iron Man thing? It's just you do stuff like that in the that's where that comes from. So it can be fun, but it's also like if you're not heavy into that type of culture, that show's going to be trash. It's going to be straight trash if you don't put that into the culture. I agree, Sam Ash. Iron Man 1 is so good that's the template Marvel uses for everything else from that.
Yeah. I felt like the
Was-
trilogy wasn't that good. Like I felt like
It
that was
wasn't.
the only good.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Well,
You know,
Iron,
and the funny thing. Oh,
Iron
my
Man
bad, Craig.
connects everything. It connects that new thing he rediscovered. Do you know what that was? That he had to put in
What?
his chest? That was vibranium. And a lot of people didn't know that.
Oh
I
shit.
did that. I
That's
figured that.
why in that
I didn't
same
know.
scene, yeah, that's why in that same scene he used Captain America's shield to help balance everything. That was the Easter egg because that's what Captain America's shield is. So it's like he rediscovered vibranium. That's what he did. That's why that scene was so important. You know, so that was one of the most important scenes in the MCU.
I liked Iron Man 2 having Mickey Rourke in it and him as the bad guy. I think they did a good job telling like a story that they never really built upon. Like they could have expanded the Iron Man so-called trilogy into 4 movies. The third movie should have been a sequel to 2, but they killed off the character too quick. Like they could have did so much and evolved Mickey Rourke whole character, but they just killed it off at the end.
Yeah,
That's why it failed.
well, he didn't. Did he die or did they just stop?
Yeah, they disarmed him basically.
I know they disarmed him. Yeah, what's up, Axel?
But remember,
So
they did say Craig at the end he gonna get out.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I don't think Iron Man's ever killed one of his villains. He didn't even kill the character in the third Iron Man. That was Pepper Potts, I think, to stop him.
Where's Thanos right now?
Whereas Thanos? Thanos died.
Okay, so he did kill him. Somebody.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did remove them. Yeah, he did. He killed all of them. That was mass murder. But you knew he was going to die. You knew they were all going to die because they all died in Infinity War. The entire Black Order was killed. So when you saw them again, based on the way time works, they were going to have to go anyway. So it was just a matter of how. That's what the Ancient One told Bruce Banner. Like, look, if you don't put things back and return reality to real reality, that's it. So when they killed Thanos at the beginning of Endgame, he was going to die again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just a matter of how they got to it. So yeah.
I'm sorry, but that pissed me off, Craig. Just seeing Iron Man die, I was like,
well, that was the best way. The Russo brothers addressed that. They said that the only way for those characters to go full circle is Tony Stark had to die because he was a futurist, and Steve Rogers had to go get a wife. So that's the only way they come full circle because Iron Man already knew from Age of Ultron, the vision that Scarlet Witch put in his head, he already knew what the future was going to be.
mm-hmm.
That's
why he said he wanted to end the team,
Yeah.
Chris Evans as Captain America, that's done basically. Because I felt like it was still like not sure like the way they ended his arc like in the movie.
Says, how can Iron Man rediscover vibranium when it's been in Wakanda? Captain America's shield is from the 40s, and Howard Stark made that from the vibranium that they got out of Wakanda. That's how they made Captain America's shield.
Oh, I get what he's saying. He's like, how can you rediscover something that's already there?
Well, he rediscovered it in the sense that it was buried in his in a Howard Stark that map he had. Because nobody knows about Wakanda. They don't mention Wakanda until Iron Man 2. They know it's there because in Iron Man 2, it's a quick shot when Tony Stark is talking to Nick Fury. It's a 1-second shot over Stark's shoulder. You'll see a spot in Africa, and then you'll see another spot beneath Africa. And the spot beneath Africa, that was an Easter egg to Namor. But so they know Wakanda's there. They just leaving them alone. You know, so
that's like saying Christopher Columbus discovered America when it was already here.
Yeah, it was already here. Yeah. So, man, why do you want my cereal, man? I don't have it.
Give the man your cereal, man.
No.
Oh my God, he got cornflakes.
Well, I don't eat cornflakes, so you wouldn't want. I'm a Cheerio guy.
Yo, and Patient Fire, who are those girls in your profile picture? I'm trying to see something from my class. I'm doing some research.
Sure you are.
Bro said, why do you want my cereal?
They both got push-up bras on, so
Yep,
yeah.
I could tell.
Yeah,
Yo, I cried when Tony Stark died, man.
I
not
got up in
gonna
the
lie,
movie
bro.
theater. I was pissed off. Like, I was dead pissed. I was like, man, what the fuck? What? First they killed Black Widow. I was already pissed off. I'm like,
well,
I know she-
Yo, niggas talking
I'm-
about they crying in Death Stranding, bro. And you telling me you didn't cry for Tony Stark?
I did not cry for Tony Stark. I got misty
What?
when ScarJo went down. I am not gonna lie. When she went down, I got misty.
I was
didn't
mad.
cry. I held it.
I
But
didn't cry. I was just pissed off, man.
well, I mean, but you're fighting somebody who was willing to kill his own daughter. So what are you willing to do? This guy is willing to do anything to win.
Yeah, that was a great fucking story, man.
Yeah, it was tough to watch. I mean, I'm not here to. I mean, the fact that people are mad means that they have connected with the character, which is good. That's
you're supposed to, yeah.
So that's good writing.
Can I ask you and the panel and the chat something? To be honest to y'all, who do y'all think is the face of the Avengers? Because no matter how hard they tried to make Captain America, I still think Iron Man was the face of the Avengers.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fine.
What do y'all think?
No, that's fine. The new face of the Avengers is going to be T'Challa because he got all the money.
Really?
Oh,
I thought it would be Spider-Man, really. Because just the way they've been kind of
Black
like...
Panther?
Yeah. They'll operate out of Wakanda more than likely.
I don't know. I feel like I don't really think
Spider-Man.
there was like one central person, like in terms of like the Avengers. I felt like it was Tony Stark and Steve Rogers.
Captain.
And then I think with the new wave is going to be, I could see T'Challa being like that leader and Spider-Man because like the way Tony Stark and Peter Parker like interacted.
Now they don't own Spider-Man, so that's going to be tough to make him a central figure. But I mean, they'll have they got the Fantastic Four, so they can have Reed Richards. He'll be in the next. I mean, he'll become an Avenger eventually. But as far as right now, it's on Earth. On Earth is T'Challa. He will be the default. They're going to be operating out of Wakanda.
What about Falcon?
Falcon is the new Captain America. That doesn't, but he's still not. You know, I guess in theory he could still. Yeah, him and Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is going to lead Sword though. So I mean, they're going to have a whole lot of new different people. They're going to introduce Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. They're going to introduce her. So they got
great in the Avengers game, by the way.
Oh yeah, she does. That's a cool looking thing. Yeah, that's a day one for me. I've already put 5 on it. I think that's what the kids say. So.
I got 5 on it.
Yeah, what's the wine to the fan is Doctor Strange. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. I mean
Doctor Strange is gonna be crazy. Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, they had Doctor Strange. They had Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, let me ask you this: do you think that's when we'll see the introduction of mutants, like the real introduction in the Multiverse of Madness?
You'll get the first, I think, mutant word at when they do the Eternals. I think you'll hear them say the
Why that will be so important for mutants, though?
Because they have Kevin Feige does not like introducing things without it having a background. They didn't introduce vibranium. They let you see it on Captain America's shield. Then it was like, oh, that's vibranium. Then he had to rediscover vibranium. Okay, that's why his power source is so strong in his suit. And then they said the word Wakanda in Iron Man 2. You know, they said that in Iron Man Part 2. They never showed you downtown Wakanda. Then they introduced more Wakandas being killed in Captain America Civil War. And then T'Challa, then you get introduced to T'Challa. So that's the way, and they're going to do the Eternals pretty much the same way. Because it's got to be. You know, it's going to pretty much be the Eternals came to Earth. They manipulated the human genome. When you're exposed to this Terrigen mist, some of them will mutate. That's what they'll probably say. Some of their cells will mutate. So, because Marvel was not even allowed to say the word mutant until they got the rights. They couldn't even say it. They couldn't say mutant, mutated. They couldn't say anything like that without getting sued. So.
Yeah, damn. Did you see that? I think it was like a deleted scene of damn, what's this guy's name? Nick Fury talking about mutants, and I think it was Iron Man 1 or 2. It was one of those movies. But that was crazy to see that they had that plan from like far back, but knowing that they couldn't really actually use the characters.
True. Yeah, true. So they've had a plan from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right. And that scene with Nick Fury at the end of Iron Man, that they drove him, like Marvel drove him to the set, like came to his house, drove him. They thought it would stay secret. They filmed that scene on Friday, and they said by Sunday afternoon that everybody had found out about it. So they said they couldn't keep secrets. They knew then they were going to have leaks. So, yeah, Wayne said Doctor Strange dealing with multiverses. Yeah, they have to introduce the multiverse. That way, that's why they said Spider-Man can travel in between universes. They're trying to bring you all up on that. So they got a lot of material to work with. I do agree with what Spartan was saying. It's tough to go without Iron Man. I mean, he got the biggest ovation in my theater when they were signing out, when they showed him, and that was tough. I mean, yeah, because it wasn't for him. He made that work. He made that work. So if it wasn't for him, we don't get nothing else. So good for us. So you are enjoying your PC then, Pablo the Third?
Yeah, man. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of troubleshooting and shit you gotta do. I guess that just comes with like gaming on here. But besides that, it's pretty good, man. I'm only going up from here with the PC gaming.
Well, there you go, man. I certainly hope you enjoy it. Hell, I'm gonna jump off of here. I've been on since 12:30. I'm gonna go lay down and play some Assassin's Creed and get my exercise today. So, all right, guys, we're gonna jump on off here. Pablo, you want to shout yourself out, brother?
Yeah, I would, but they suspended me on Twitter. But I mean, follow me. They suspended me because I made like a comment. It was just like a regular comment. But I mean, it's whatever. But follow me on X Mighty Poncho on Twitter. Interact with me. I don't really do this YouTube shit. I might start streaming on Mixer once they send me my stream key. So check out for that. Pablo the Third. But yeah, thank you, man.
Well, no problem, man. Glad you can stop by. I'm doing your PC. All right, guys, we're gonna get on off here. Just wanted to touch base with you. And yeah, congratulations to Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. Both had huge Black Fridays. All three had good Black Fridays. Shout out to somebody said they want Robert Downey Jr. to be nominated for an Oscar. Yeah, nah, fam, that ain't happening. I mean, that movie was good, but it wasn't that good. So, but all right, guys, we gonna be out of here, and I appreciate everybody coming by. And remember, play the games, or the terrorists will win. Peace.